we're in Cameron Highlands enjoying the cool air. Such a refreshing change from the hot, sunny Penang where we're from. And our lives 1000% improved ever since we ditched the rat race in 2020. Every area of our lives got better, like health, wealth, and relationships. And we've been living this lifestyle for the last 3 years, and we love every minute of it.
Wow, the wind is so strong and the sun is in my eye. Hang on, guys. Okay, here we go. In today's video, we will share with you 5 reasons why you want to ditch the rat race, retire early, and gun for financial independence. Hi everyone, we are Fran and John, the corporate breakout couple. In case you are new to this channel, we cover a lot on topics such as early retirement, financial independence, and personal finance. Before we continue, we'll appreciate it if you hit the like button, subscribe, and join our YouTube family.
Imagine if you're someone who likes to travel. Hey, when you ditch the rat race, you no longer have to apply for annual leave. There's no more bosses that you need to get your leave approved. And 365 days is 100% your own time. You can travel at your leisure. For example, most recently, the Penang government informed the residents that there will be no water supply for 5 whole days just a few weeks ago. And the reason was because they had to change some pipes, right? And a lot of people were in panic mode. They're going to store a lot of water. Well, for John and I, all we had to do was to book an Airbnb in a different state, and off we went. Being able to leave at a moment's notice and having the flexibility of time actually allows us to turn the situation to our advantage, and we are able to leave with no pressure at all. Hey, even if you're not a travel person, guess what? The moment you ditch your corporate job, you don't have to crowd like everybody else on the weekends. What this means is that you don't have to push all your errands and all your leisure time just on your Saturdays and Sundays, which is very precious, right? But however, what you can do is you can run your errands instead from Mondays to Fridays, have your high teas, go for your cafes, watch movies at a weekday rate, all at your own leisure. So what do you do on your weekends instead? You free up your weekends to spend quality time with your loved ones and have your own me time. Speaking of quality time, this is one of the main reasons why John and I, we gun for early retirement as soon as possible, so that we can have all the time in the world to spend with our parents who are also aging already, and with our friends and family. Let's face it, after a hard day's work, the last thing that you want to do is go home and have a lengthy conversation with the people in your house, correct? Let's be honest here. Aside from that, the moment we step home, there's a lot of things that we actually have to do, right? Kids are coming up to us crying, they need help on the homework, the dog peed on the floor, we have to clean up, we have to cook dinner, we have to wash clothes. There's 1001 things that we have to attend to the moment we step home. And it means that there's very little time and energy left for us to have good quality conversations with the people that we love. What I find is that sometimes when we are so busy with life and we happen to see family, let's say we're catching our relatives, it becomes something that we do out of obligation, out of duty, rather than this is a gathering that you specifically organize and you really want to see this person because you miss them, you want to catch up on their lives, and you really want to have really good quality conversations. For John and I, over the last 3 years since we retired, one of our fondest memories actually is all with our friends and family. We will have long conversations over tea with John's parents. We'll take my mom out for lunches and dinners with our aunties. We go on road trips together, and I even have the time to call my relatives in Australia and have lengthy conversations with them. And we really catch up because it's very rare we get to see each other due to the distance. And these are all the memories that we will take with us till the day we die. The third reason to ditch the rat race and gun for financial independence is so that you can pursue your passions, your passion projects without having money at the back of your mind. What do I mean by that? Well, if you are still gunning for your retirement and you're still saving up money, right, there might be very little left for you to pursue your passion projects. Or the big one is you have no time because your time is actually eaten up by your work. I generally find people very kind-hearted. During during my conversations with people all around the world, yes, I have many friends all around the world, they will tell me things like, when I retire, I want to, volunteer at a homeless shelter, or I want to volunteer at an old folks home or an animal shelter. I want to contribute my time and my money when I retire. Now, these are all very noble projects and contributions that you want to do for the world. However, have you ever stopped to think that, when you're 70, 75 years old, after you retire, you might not have the energy nor the time left to actually do the volunteer work. What you have now is strength, time, and money. But guess what? Most of your time is eaten up by work, which means that you tell yourself, I don't have the time, I don't have the energy to actually start volunteering. Some of these passion projects also take up a lot of money and time. For example, I've heard people say that they want to open up a B&B, a bed and breakfast, right? Or an art gallery, an art studio. All these things require a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of effort, your energy. You need to put all that in. And you might not have all three of those if you follow the traditional retirement route. When you retire at 70, 75, and you draw down on your pension, you might not have all these three things. So you might want to start ditching the rat race early and gunning for early retirement and financial freedom so that you can pursue all these projects.
The fourth reason why you want to ditch the rat race and retire early is so that you have the time and space to slow things down, to reflect, to ponder, to wonder, to imagine, and enjoy what life has to offer. Sometimes life is so fast-paced in the rat race that you have no time to catch a breather and to have the me time to think about your future. Being retired, I'm so grateful that I actually have the luxury of time, say like 3 hours, to just reflect on my past actions, my results, and really plan for the future without worrying about what's next to do. How many of you actually sit down with your spouses or partners to reflect and think back about your past year and to plan for your entire year ahead that has nothing to do with any work KPIs? Friend and I actually take our retired life very seriously, and we plan 1 year in advance with proper vision board, timeline, and deliverables. And the reason why we do that is so that we can move ahead with our lives by design and intention. The fifth reason is health and well-being. Even though everybody knows that health is important, but somehow health-related exercises always get pushed down the priority list. For example, you had a busy day and your meeting at the end of the day overran, and that gave you the perfect excuse to not go for your planned gym session, and on top of that, you go for an unhealthy dinner or drinks to make yourself feel better. So that's like a double whammy on your health. Somehow, where work is concerned and the pressure piles in, our health and overall well-being always takes a big hit. Let me give you an example. When I was in sales last time, I always had to spend a lot of nights out there entertaining, whether it's clients or business partners, and on top of the time that I couldn't go to gym or exercise, I had to go for drinking sessions, which actually deproves my health as well. Here's something I'd like you to think about as well. During your 9 to 5 weekdays, your Mondays to Fridays, there are at least 10 meals, which means your breakfast and lunch that you spend either rushing through because you're rushing for work, or during lunchtime is very short, you're rushing, or sometimes you even skip lunch or have late lunches. That actually has a detrimental effect on your health overall because you cannot slowly chew your food, you cannot have a proper meal, and that is no good. Our lifespan and our health span determines our quality of life and how long we get to live. Shouldn't we all place top priority on this aspect of our life so that we can live long and live strong? One of the reasons why we created this video is so that we can encourage you to think out of the box and not be a slave to the system. There's more to life than just exchanging time for money to work at a job that you're not passionate about. We understand that many of you want to ditch the rat race but don't know how to start. And that's the reason why we created the Breakout community, so that we can guide you and help you along to get you to your goals. Click on the link below to join. Guys, all you need to do is to take that leap of faith and just start. You never know where life might lead you. However, if you take zero action, it is absolutely guaranteed that your life will remain the same. The world is full of opportunities. All you need to do is to say yes and grab them. With that, thank you so much for watching this video. We really appreciate it. Do hit the like button, subscribe, and join our YouTube family, and see you in our next video.